So thank you so much. I wanted to tell you a story about something that happened to me, but we'll get to that in a second. In the meantime, I have this. It's card tricks. Surprise! Hey! That is the direction this train is going in, so get on board. There's a magic show, though, so I guess that's kind of par for the course. What is your name?
Christiana.
Christiana, nice to meet you. I'm John.
Nice to
Thank
meet
you
you,
so
John.
much for helping me out. Christiana, I'm going to ask you a weird question in a second. In the meantime, sir, what is your name?
My name is Ryan.
Ryan, nice to meet you, Ryan.
Nice
I'm
to meet
John.
you.
Ryan, there are 13 values in a deck of cards, ace up to king. I'd like you to just name one of them out loud for me.
I'm going to say 8.
8. Perfect. So we're going to go with the 8s there. And for you, Christiana, I have 2 decks of cards here. This one I'm holding in my right hand, does it look real? That's a weird question to ask without any context. I'm an adult man. I understand that. We'll get back to that in a second. In the meantime, hold on to those. And I've already forgotten. I'm sorry. It's
Ryan.
no, the number.
Oh, 8.
8. Got it. 8. Great. 8. So here we go. 8. One card from the middle of the deck. That's the 8 of diamonds, the first of the 4 of a kind that Ryan named.
That was
We
quick.
take these cards, turn them over, we get the second, that's the 8 of clubs, that's 2. We take these 2 8s and we rub them together. That's going to create sort of a magic static electricity that's going to attract a third 8 to the already 2 8s I have. Just go with it. Watch 1, 2, 3. Now, I don't know how that looked, but it was remarkably difficult. And it kind of went perfectly. So if you remember nothing else from this, remember that moment, because I will. One card between the 8 of diamonds and the 8 of clubs, that is the 8 of hearts, a third of the 4 of a kind that Ryan's named. If we just give the cards a shake like that, we get a 4th, and that is the 8 of spades.
Hey! That's
Four.
good.
Thank you very much. Now, Christiana, a moment ago I asked you about those cards after they look real. A silly question to ask, definitely. But I'll tell you why. A few months ago, I was at a lecture all about the human brain and memory and how we perceive things. And after a while, I was wearing a very nice suit, the speaker. He turned around and he asked everyone what color his tie was. Everyone started shouting out colors, and then when he turned back around to show us who was right, he actually had never been wearing a tie. And it was amazing, because just by not mentioning it and turning it around, he convinced an entire room of people who was wearing a tie. And I wanted to try to recreate that for an audience. And I thought, how would I do something like that? And you've been holding those cards the entire time, is that correct?
That's correct.
Hold up those cards. Yeah, give them a shake. You can hear the cards inside of them, right?
I can indeed.
But now when you think about it, if I wanted to create that, I would have to do it with cards. And I'm actually the only one that's held these cards. And if I wanted to do the same thing that speaker did, well then technically, I never would have had a red deck of cards. But thank you. I get that there's a difference between making a deck of cards disappear and proving they never existed, like the speaker did at this lecture. So those are wildly different standards. I can appreciate that. To do that, I would need to prove that the 8s we still have came from the only one deck of cards we know exists. So to do that, those are wrapped in plastic, right? Those cards. Tear the plastic off for me.
Okay. I'm going to take a second. Where's the best?
There's like sort of like birthday present tab sort of thing, like the way you fold
Okay.
over on a gift.
All right.
Yeah,
I
you can
like
just
it.
tear those apart. This does usually take a comically long amount of time. How you doing?
Got nails.
Never mind.
I got nails.
Oh, perfect.
It's what I got them done for, really. Just in case.
Just in case you're at a magic show.
Mm-hmm.
Never know.
God bless you. I'll take that crap. And there's a sticker on that box, right?
Yes,
And that's
there
called
is
the
indeed.
seal, the factory seal. Tear that off with you're opening a letter.
If you insist.
Wonderful. And then open up the cards and make sure pour them out in your hand. They're gonna be very slippery because they're brand new, so please don't drop any. Otherwise, this whole thing's over.
We're escorted out of the building.
Right. Great. And then make sure you get them all.
Make sure.
You just dump out it. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Is there one?
There's one missing.
One is a joker. It's
There
fine.
we go.
Perfect. Now, every deck of cards starts the same way. You've got the 2 jokers, the advertisement cards on the back, and then you have the ace of spades. From there it goes ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But you'll notice in this deck that Christiana's been holding, it goes straight from 7 to the 9. Skipping the 8 altogether. That could be a coincidence. I mean, it's definitely not, but it could be. So we go through again. We try with the diamonds. That's ace of diamonds. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 of diamonds.
Oh my god.
We go in reverse order now. King, queen, jack, 10, 9, 7 of clubs.
Oh my god.
And lastly, we have the king, queen, jack, 10, 9, 7 of hearts. There's an entire deck of cards missing. It's 8. But again, right, there's a difference between making 8s vanish from a deck and proving that a red deck of cards never existed. Again, those are different. To prove that we only ever had one deck of cards, I would have to show you that this 8 of diamonds has been blue the whole time. It's the 8 of clubs, the 8 of hearts, and the 8 of cards. God damn, that's how that works.
Oh my
So,
Nah, son.
oh, so hooray for magic.
Wow.
Magic's real.
Right. I'd like to try.
Magic's not real.
It's gotta be.